So it's Martin Luther King Day. This is the day that is set aside to celebrate Martin Luther King's dream for this nation. And however, when we celebrate this day, we're really only expected to celebrate one sentence that constituted Martin Luther King's dream. Of course, that one sentence being the sentence about his children being judged for the content of their character rather than the color of their skin. It's good. It's a good sentence. But we have to realize that that was the baseline. That sentence described the baseline of Martin Luther King's dream for this nation. Because if you actually listen to his speeches and read his writings, what you find is that Martin Luther King's dream for this country was a leftist vision of this country. It was a small d democratic vision for this country. It was a country that, in his words, required a radical redistribution of wealth and power before his dream could be made real. So we are not expected to remember that part of his dream. When we are expected to celebrate Martin Luther King nowadays, we're only really allowed to celebrate that one sentence. That one sentence from a large oeuvre of very radical thought that he presented during his time. And we also have to remember that most of the people around today, if Martin Luther King were still around today, the vast majority of the people, especially those who have just been elected and that we are celebrating an inaugural today, would have hated him. They would have hated him, and they would have fought against every single thing he stood for. And this is why we're really only allowed to celebrate that one sentence. In fact, in the state of Florida, it may very well be illegal for teachers to actually teach the contents of Martin Luther King's dream. So let's keep that in mind today as we celebrate Martin Luther King Day and as we deal with the rest.